This is Kenny D, and you're watching Wolf Freeland Follow Kid. Make sure to subscribe.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Wolf Follow Kid, and welcome to my movie review that I haven't done in a long time. And today I'm going to review one of the most classic movies that came out in the 90s, which was a 1995 movie, Jumanji. So Jumanji is actually one of my favorite movies, and the stars one of my favorite actors, Robin Williams, and some other good actors. This is also my favorite movie of Robin Williams, so I really enjoyed this movie a lot though. I remember when I first watched that movie on TV, when some other movies used to come on TV. Or I think it did. I think it still do though, but usually randomly comes on TV. And yeah, this movie is actually part of my childhood though, sort of. Kind of, but it is. Because I remember watching that movie on television when it comes on. Not when it comes out, but I'm talking about like some other older movies that comes on the television screen, so that's pretty cool. So, by the way, I did make an unboxing of this DVD. Yeah, when I was planning on getting this film, I was going to get it on Blu-ray, but unfortunately I saw Jumanji on it, and it cost about like $5 or $9 in a dollar store, so I just went and picked it up. But I don't really care though. I at least I got this movie though. So the story starts with these two boys who had the board game. They all buried it, which was the year 1869. And 100 years later of 1969, when Alan Parrish, his dad works at the shoe factory with all the other people, especially his friend Carl, who worked at the shoe factory. When the bullies went after Alan, so he went to the shoe factory, and then Carl showed Alan the shoe, and then for somehow Alan accidentally put the shoe in the little rolling factory thing, and his shoe accidentally got destroyed, and then Carl blamed that himself, risking by Alan to get punished at or yelled at or something, so Alan just run away. So after Alan gets bullied, when Alan found the board game, he actually got the actual Jumanji board game out, and he went to his house, and his father wanted him to got the thing for him to go to that place. Or I don't think it's a bad school or college or whatever this place was. I forgot what's the name of it. So Alan packs his stuff for some reason, and then his girlfriend Sarah, who showed up, they all played the board game, and then Alan got sucked into it. And 26 later, in 1995, we got the two kids, Judy and Peter, and his aunt. But their parents were killed, and then Peter found the board game when they were right before they were going to school. They all played the board game, and then when the lion showed up, and then Alan Parrish finally showed up, and when he locked when he locked the lion in the room, he just realized he's home, and then unfortunately he didn't know his parents were gone or killed. So he visited to his parents' tombstone, and so they do really feel bad for him though. And then they found Sarah, she just went into her own house, and then him, Sarah, and the kids played board game, and we got not sheriff, and we got the cop. I was about to say sheriff, but it's not. But it was actually a cop. That was Carl as a cop, who's from the factory. So, and then Alan to shave all his beard and got his haircut and stuff, and so they all played, and all these animals showed up and had walking, And then the exterminator showed up and tried to kill Alan. After exterminator bullets, the old circle bullets were out, he started going to the weapon store and then he gave the weapon. He just gave the weapon. The weapon salesman with this old money, like the old coins thing, and he told him that they stopped making these in the year 1903. Then he gave him some more, and then the other salesman just gave him a bunch of modern, or not modern, like 90s or modern weapons. Not modern, but just I'll talk about like the weapons that they have made. Yeah, I think those weapons are made in 70s, 80s, or 90s. I don't know, but anyway, so then, and yeah, so we got all these plants growing, like vines and stuff growing in the house. Exterminator tried to shoot Alan again, and it's got a suppressor on that gun, or a silencer. I just call it suppressor because that's what they're called. So Carl arrested Alan, and Alan told the truth that is Alan Parrish. So Carl stopped the car, and so they got Carl stuck in that police car door with the handcuffs. So, well, they didn't leave him. They just like drove into the store, and they tried to start the car, but the brakes weren't working. So they weren't crashed it. The exterminator, I forgot the exterminator still has the board game, and actually he took the board game from them after they have got it. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm mixing the stories up because I just can't explain it that well. So, but please forgive me. Please forgive me about that. Okay, now anyways, so one day in that store, Peter it's got the little helium type thing, and it went onto Exterminator, and it got paint all over him. And so they all went into the house, and there's a freaking, there's a swamp of and everything in that house. So they went into the same standard layer because there's alligators, they're not alligators, they're actually crocodiles because they're bigger than the alligators. Yeah, they're crocodiles. So when the aunt and Carl broke into the door, all water just went splashed to them, and now they went back to, and now they washed back to the city, and that was actually pretty cool though for a movie. So anyway, they keep playing the game, and what happens is that Alan gets sucked into the floor, or quicksand floor. So he's stuck because his head and his hands showed up. And Sarah's hands got stuck in there, so they had to put the dice into Sarah's mouth to spit it onto the board game because her hand got stuck in the floorboards. And Alan, I think he might have used his hand to do this, I'm not sure, or maybe like that, I'm not sure. But so now the plant just showed up. That one plant is just spread poison on Judy's face and made her almost passed out, and then Peter destroyed the plant with an axe, and especially even the spiders showed up, and then now the whole house is split in half, like that, and then the Jumanji board game fell, and then finally Alan breaks free and is swinging with the vines. Got the board game, got the dice, and then the exterminator showed up. He said, and then he just like pointed the gun at him, and he dropped the dice, and the dice just went onto the board game, and the other one just fell and keep rolling and rolling, and then his character went into the Jumanji, and then it actually says Jumanji. So, and everything got sucked into everything got sucked in. All the animals like rhinos, monkeys, and all that. And the exterminator got sucked in, and I showed his head and it also shows his head in the second, and then it's sucked in, and everything all back to normal back in 1969. So Alan and Sarah are kids again. And then once his father showed up, he went right back and get something that he forgets, and then Alan apologized to his father by what he said, and then Alan was about to find, but then he said about Peter and Judy, but Sarah told him that told him that this is 1969 and they wasn't exist yet. So they tied the board game up with something heavy, and they dropping it down into the river. And 26 years ago, again in 1995, everything's completely changed. Yeah, pretty good. Alan and Sarah got married, and Sarah became pregnant, and they were having some kind of a Christmas party or something, because this guy Alan dressed up as Santa, and then Judy and Peter showed up. Even his parents. Well, the good news, they're alive, so that's good. I talk about his parents; they're alive, so yeah. And then the board game have showed up on the beach, which that didn't match too well until the second movie. But so that's pretty much all I say about the plot about this movie. But what do I think about this movie? Honestly, I think Jumanji is actually the most classic and most masterpiece movie of history with Robin Williams. So Alan Parrish played by Robin Williams. Sarah played by Bonnie. What's her name? Bonnie Hunt. Yeah, she played by Bonnie Hunt. Judy played by Kristen Dunst. My bad. And Peter played by Bradley Pierce. I actually know Bradley Pierce before, not too long ago, but plus I know he's the one who plays Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog, even from the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. So there's just two different Sonic the Hedgehog series. Yeah. But I know Bradley Pierce before though. Yeah, he played as Peter in this movie, and he also played Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog. Or Sonic Sedan. Whatever you call it. I don't know why they call that, but yeah. I know this has nothing to do with Sonic the Hedgehog, but it's true. And their Aunt Nora, played by Beebe Newworth. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. Yeah, we got Officer Carl or whatever he works in the shoe factory. He played by David Allen Giver. No, it says Giver. I don't know how you say it. It's hard to see it. It's hard to read it. I mean, it's hard to see it. And we got the Exterminator. The Exterminator, who played by James Handy. It's also got Frank Welker in this movie. I know him before as well. He's the one who plays Shag from Road Rovers as well. So yeah, it's also him in this movie, but it doesn't have a character name on it. I mean, all it shows his real name in his picture. I'm not sure if he helped to produce this movie or somebody else in this movie. I don't know. Well, I just don't remember, guys. I just need to look back and watch this, maybe. So it's pretty much all the cast that I'm telling you, and the whole story, and then the review of this movie. So I think it's a really, like I said, this is actually a masterpiece movie, though. It's actually one of my favorite movies, and especially my favorite movie of Robin Williams. I really miss Robin Williams, though. He's a really great actor. I really hated when he died. So it's a great man. Yeah, his last movie was I Merry Freaking Christmas. I had reviewed that last year. So yeah. So I'm gonna give Jumanji a 10 out of 10. So great movie, really awesome, and a masterpiece. Well done movie. So, oh yeah, except it's got the monkeys that didn't do really well. I know the monkeys look really cheesy with the CGI in this movie, but I don't really care though. I still love the movie though. So who cares? So check it out. So yeah. Oh, especially I really love the Jumanji franchise. Speaking of Jumanji franchise, there's a movie that I've known a long time ago, which was Zathura. Except it's not Jumanji. It's actually called just Zathura, when the whole house went to space. I remember I used to watch that movie all the time when it keeps coming on TV on Cartoon Network, but I remember the whole movie. I remember the characters. I remember the scenes and everything. But I still like this movie, though. Excuse me, I still like that movie, Zathura. It's also part of my childhood as well, though. I really love Zathura and Jumanji. They're both my childhood movies. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And hope you guys have a beautiful day.